John Callahan knelt before the ancient stone tablet, carefully brushing away layers of dust to reveal intricate carvings. His breath caught as he began to decipher the symbols, each one telling a story of humanity's forgotten past. His heart raced with excitement as he uncovered the secrets hidden within the ruins of Zanther. "Dr. Thorne, you need to see this," John called out, his voice echoing through the cavernous chamber. Dr. Alara Thorne, a respected historian known for her expertise in ancient scripts, hurried over, her eyes widening as she took in the sight. "This is extraordinary," Dr. Thorne whispered, her fingers tracing the delicate engravings. "If these texts are accurate, they suggest that humans once held a significant position in the galaxy, one we voluntarily relinquished to prevent a catastrophic war." John nodded, his mind racing with the implications of their discovery. "We need to present this to the Council. They must know the truth." News of their findings quickly spread, and John and Dr. Thorne were soon summoned to Axion Prime, the heart of the Council. The Grand Chamber, filled with representatives from countless species, was both intimidating and awe-inspiring. John felt a mix of nerves and determination as he prepared to share their discovery. "Honorable members of the Council," John began, his voice steady. "We have uncovered ancient scriptures that reveal a hidden chapter of humanity's history. These texts indicate that humans once played a crucial role in the galaxy's development." The room filled with murmurs and whispers as the council members exchanged glances. Zoran, an elder council member known for his stern demeanor, spoke first. "These are bold claims, Mr. Callahan," Zoran said, his voice filled with skepticism. "Why should we believe that humans, who are now considered a minor species, once held such influence?" Before John could respond, Lyra, a young and curious council member, interjected. "We must consider the possibility, Zoran. If these texts are genuine, it could have profound implications for our understanding of history." John seized the opportunity to elaborate. "The scriptures detail an ancient alliance and humanity's decision to step back to preserve peace. The evidence is compelling, and it warrants further investigation." The debate continued, with some council members expressing concern over the potential disruption of the current balance of power, while others saw an opportunity for greater understanding and cooperation. Dr. Thorne stepped forward, her voice calm yet authoritative. "The decision to hide this knowledge was made to protect the galaxy from war. But now, with this revelation, we have an opportunity to learn from the past and build a more unified future." Zoran's eyes narrowed as he considered her words. "And how do we know this isn't a fabrication, a ploy for humans to gain power?" Lyra stood, her gaze steady. "The only way to know for certain is to investigate further. I propose we send a delegation to Zanther to verify these findings." The council members nodded in agreement, their decision made. John felt a mix of relief and anticipation. The journey to uncover the truth was just beginning. As the meeting adjourned, Lyra approached John. "It looks like we're headed to Zanther together. This could be the most significant discovery of our time." John smiled, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. "Let's hope it leads to a future where all species can understand and appreciate each other's histories." John and Dr. Thorne returned to their quarters, where they began preparations for the expedition. The weight of their discovery hung heavily on their shoulders, but there was also a sense of excitement about what lay ahead. As they packed, Dr. Thorne looked at John, her eyes filled with determination. "This is our chance to make a difference, John. To show the galaxy that humanity's past is worth remembering." John nodded, feeling a surge of pride. "We're ready for this. Together, we'll uncover the truth." The next morning, John and Lyra stood at the entrance to the ancient ruins of Zanther, the sun casting long shadows across the ground. The team of researchers and council members followed closely behind, their expressions a mix of curiosity and anticipation. As they entered the ruins, John couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. The ancient structures, with their intricate carvings and mysterious symbols, seemed to whisper secrets of the past. He knew that what they were about to uncover would change everything. The team moved deeper into the ruins, their lanterns casting a warm glow on the walls. John led the way, his heart pounding with each step. Finally, they reached the chamber where the stone tablet had been found. "Here it is," John said, gesturing to the tablet. "This is where we found the scriptures." Lyra stepped forward, her eyes scanning the carvings. "It's incredible. We need to document everything carefully." As the team set to work, John felt a sense of accomplishment. They were on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery, one that would reshape the galaxy's understanding of humanity's role in history. Suddenly, a soft click echoed through the chamber. John turned to see one of the researchers examining a hidden mechanism within the tablet. The ground beneath them began to tremble, and the walls shifted, revealing a hidden passageway. "Looks like we found something else," Lyra said, her eyes wide with excitement. John stepped forward, peering into the darkness of the passageway. "Let's see where this leads." John Callahan and Dr. Alara Thorne stood at the center of the Grand Chamber on Axion Prime, surrounded by a myriad of alien species. The representatives' faces, with their various expressions and features, reflected a spectrum of reactions to the discovery that had brought John and Dr. Thorne to this point. "Honorable Council members," John began, his voice echoing slightly in the vast hall. "Our team has uncovered ancient scriptures on Zanther that detail a pivotal role humans once played in shaping the galaxy's history." The chamber filled with murmurs and low discussions. John took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. Dr. Thorne stood beside him, her presence a steadying force. "These texts reveal that humans once held a position of considerable influence," John continued. "They chose to step back voluntarily to prevent a catastrophic conflict. This knowledge, hidden for millennia, now resurfaces, challenging our current understanding." Zoran, a council member known for his critical stance, leaned forward. "These are remarkable claims, Mr. Callahan. What proof do you have to support them?" John gestured to a holographic display, which illuminated with images of the ancient tablet and its intricate carvings. These symbols match ancient records found on multiple worlds, all pointing to a shared history involving humans. Lyra, a younger council member with a reputation for curiosity and fairness, interjected. "We must consider the evidence objectively. If these findings are true, they could fundamentally alter our understanding of our shared history." As John and Dr. Thorne presented their findings, the council members listened intently. The evidence was compelling, but not without its critics. Zoran's skepticism remained, casting a shadow over the proceedings. "This could easily be a fabrication," Zoran stated flatly. "A clever ploy to elevate humans standing in the galaxy. We must be cautious." Lyra, however, seemed intrigued. "The potential implications are too significant to dismiss without further investigation. I propose we send a delegation to Zanther to verify these findings firsthand." The room buzzed with agreement. It was clear that the council saw merit in Lyra's suggestion. John felt a surge of relief and anticipation. They were one step closer to uncovering the truth. Zoran's eyes narrowed as he looked at John. "If this is a ploy, it will be exposed. But if it's true, it could change everything." The council voted to send a delegation, with John and Lyra leading the expedition. As the meeting adjourned, John felt the enormity of their task pressing down on him. He exchanged a glance with Dr. Thorne, who gave him a reassuring nod. Outside the council chamber, Lyra approached John. "We have a lot of work ahead of us. Are you ready for this?" John smiled, though he felt the weight of responsibility. "Absolutely. This is our chance to uncover the truth and perhaps even reshape our future." As they prepared for their journey back to Zanther, John and Lyra discussed the potential impact of their findings. The ancient scriptures had already ignited debate within the council, and the upcoming expedition would likely intensify those discussions. Dr. Thorne joined them, her eyes sparkling with determination. "This is a momentous opportunity. We must approach it with both caution and hope." The journey to Zanther was filled with anticipation. John and Lyra spent the time reviewing their findings and planning their exploration of the ruins. Upon arrival, the team quickly set to work, eager to uncover more evidence to present to the council. They descended into the ancient ruins, their equipment illuminating the dark passageways. The atmosphere was thick with history, each step revealing more about the advanced civilization that had once thrived here. In a hidden chamber, they discovered an intricate mechanism embedded in the wall. As they activated it, the ground beneath them trembled, and the walls shifted to reveal a hidden passageway. "Looks like we've found something significant," Lyra remarked, her voice tinged with excitement. John led the way into the newly revealed corridor. The air was filled with anticipation as they ventured deeper, uncovering relics and artifacts that hinted at the advanced knowledge of the ancient human civilization. At the end of the passageway, they found a large chamber filled with advanced technology. In the center stood a pedestal with a holographic interface. John activated it, and a hologram of an ancient human leader appeared, recounting the history and decisions that had led to humanity's retreat from galactic affairs. "This is incredible," Lyra whispered. "We need to document everything." As the hologram concluded, it issued a call to action, suggesting that humanity's return to the galactic stage was imminent and necessary for the continued prosperity of all species. The journey back to Zanther was filled with anticipation. John Callahan, Lyra, and the delegation of researchers moved with a sense of purpose, knowing that their mission could change the galaxy's understanding of humanity's place in history. The ruins of Zanther held secrets that had the potential to reshape their collective future. Upon arrival, the team wasted no time delving into the ancient ruins. The air was thick with the scent of ancient stone and earth, and every corner of the structure hinted at a past grandeur. John led the way, his mind racing with thoughts of what they might uncover. "Let's begin our exploration here," John said, pointing to a large chamber that seemed to be a central hub of the ruins. The walls were adorned with carvings and symbols, each telling a fragment of a larger story. As they worked, Dr. Thorne's eyes gleamed with determination. "These carvings are unlike anything we've seen before. They suggest a society that was advanced and deeply interconnected with other species." Lyra, holding a datapad to document their findings, nodded. "If we can verify these connections, it will prove humanity's significant role in the galaxy's past." Hours turned into days as the team meticulously documented every discovery. They found evidence of advanced technology and intricate designs that hinted at a civilization far ahead of its time. John felt a mix of pride and curiosity as he pieced together the narrative. In a secluded part of the ruins, they discovered an intricate mechanism embedded in the wall. John activated it, and the ground beneath them trembled slightly. The walls shifted, revealing a hidden passageway that seemed untouched by time. "This must be it," John whispered, stepping forward cautiously. The passageway led to a large chamber filled with relics and artifacts, each one more impressive than the last. In the center stood a pedestal with a holographic interface. John approached it, his fingers hovering over the controls. As he activated the interface, a hologram of an ancient human leader materialized, recounting the history and decisions that had led to humanity's voluntary retreat from galactic affairs. "This is the proof we needed," Lyra said, her voice filled with awe. "We have to bring this back to the Council." The hologram detailed humanity's decision to step back from their influential role to prevent a catastrophic conflict, a choice made for the greater good. It was a powerful message of sacrifice and foresight. As the hologram concluded, John and Lyra stood in silence, absorbing the gravity of their discovery. This was not just a revelation of the past, but a potential catalyst for the future. John turned to Lyra, determination in his eyes. "We need to document everything and prepare our report for the Council. This could change everything." Back at their base camp, the team worked tirelessly to compile their findings. Every piece of evidence was carefully documented, every artifact photographed and analyzed. The gravity of their discovery weighed heavily on them, but there was also a sense of exhilaration. As they prepared for their return to Axion Prime, John felt a mix of anticipation and apprehension. They had uncovered the truth, but presenting it to the Council would be another challenge entirely. The journey back was filled with discussions about their findings and the potential implications. Dr. Thorne, ever the pragmatist, reminded them to approach the Council with caution and clarity. We must be prepared for skepticism and resistance, she said. But the evidence speaks for itself. Upon arrival at Axion Prime, the team was greeted with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. The council chamber was filled with representatives eager to hear their report, and the atmosphere was charged with anticipation. John and Lyra stood before the council, their presentation meticulously prepared. As John spoke, detailing their findings and the holographic message, the room fell silent. The evidence was compelling, and the implications were staggering. This discovery not only redefines humanity's past but also opens a new chapter for our future, John concluded. We must acknowledge our shared history and work together for a better tomorrow. The mini-climax of the chapter reached its peak as the council members began to debate the findings. Some were eager to embrace this new understanding, while others remained cautious, wary of the potential disruptions. Lyra stepped forward, her voice steady and confident. We have an opportunity to learn from our past and build a more united future. Let us not waste it. John Callahan and Lyra stood before the Galactic Council, the culmination of their journey from Zanther to Axion Prime now reaching its critical moment. The council chamber was silent, filled with representatives eager to hear the final report on humanity's rediscovered history. Honorable members of the council, John began, his voice steady and clear. We have returned from Zanther with irrefutable evidence of humanity's pivotal role in galactic history. The ancient texts and the holographic message from our ancestors reveal that humans were once key contributors to the stability and development of our galaxy. Lyra activated the holographic display, projecting the detailed records they had uncovered. The council members watched in rapt attention as the ancient human leader recounted the voluntary retreat from interstellar politics to prevent a devastating conflict. This evidence, Lyra said, addressing the assembly, demonstrates humanity's past sacrifices for the greater good. We now have an opportunity to reintegrate and contribute once more. Zoran, who had been one of the most vocal skeptics, leaned forward, his expression a mix of contemplation and acceptance. This is indeed compelling, but how do we ensure that humanity's return does not disrupt the current balance? John took a deep breath, ready for this moment. The key is collaboration. Humanity's rediscovery of its past can serve as a foundation for stronger alliances and mutual growth. We propose a series of measures to facilitate this reintegration, ensuring stability and progress. The council buzzed with discussion. Some members still harbored doubts, while others saw the potential for a new era of cooperation. Lyra presented a detailed plan outlining steps for gradual reintegration, focusing on shared technology, cultural exchange, and joint scientific endeavors. We must learn from the past to build a better future, Dr. Thorne added, her voice filled with wisdom and determination. Humanity's history is a testament to our resilience and capacity for growth. Let us use this knowledge to enhance our collective progress. The debate among the council members was intense. The stakes were high, and the decision would shape the future of the galaxy. Zoran, after a long pause, finally spoke up, his tone measured. I see the value in this proposal, he said. Let us proceed with caution, but also with hope. We must embrace this opportunity to learn from each other and grow stronger together. The council voted, and the majority supported the proposal. A sense of relief and triumph washed over John and Lyra. They had achieved what many thought impossible. As the meeting adjourned, John felt the weight of the past weeks lift off his shoulders. He looked at Lyra, who smiled back, her eyes filled with excitement for the future. Back on Earth, preparations began for humanity's reintegration into the galactic community. There were challenges ahead, but also immense possibilities. John worked closely with Dr. Thorne and Lyra to coordinate the first steps, focusing on building trust and cooperation. The news of humanity's rediscovered history spread quickly, igniting a sense of pride and purpose among the people of Earth. There were celebrations, but also a sobering understanding of the responsibilities that lay ahead. John addressed the United Nations, emphasizing the importance of unity and collaboration. We stand on the threshold of a new era, he said. Our past has been revealed, and it is up to us to shape our future with wisdom and courage. Together, we can achieve greatness. The first joint projects with the Galactic community began, focusing on scientific research and technological advancements. The exchange of knowledge and culture brought new insights and innovations, benefiting all involved. John and Lyra's friendship deepened through their shared mission. They traveled to various planets, fostering relationships and building a network of allies. Their work was demanding, but the results were rewarding. The mini-climax of the chapter came as John, Lyra, and Dr. Thorne unveiled the first human-led initiative at the Galactic Symposium. The project aimed to harness renewable energy sources to benefit multiple worlds, a symbol of humanity's commitment to positive contributions. The presentation was met with applause and support from the council and representatives. John felt a surge of pride as he looked around the chamber, knowing that their efforts were making a real difference. As the symposium ended, John stood with Lyra and Dr. Thorne, gazing out at the bustling activity of the spaceport. The future was bright, filled with opportunities for exploration and cooperation. "We've come a long way," Lyra said, her voice filled with hope. "And there's so much more to achieve."